I'm here with Sam Levitt at the winter meetings. First of all, first year in San Diego, How did it go?
It was great. The weather's really good, so that's a big bonus. Even today, it's nice in December. It was great. I had a wonderful first season, a lot of learning, coming to a new team, a new job, new situation. So I learned a lot, but I got a lot of help from a lot of different people. From the radio station 97.3 The Fan, around the Padres organization. So it was fun, and I'm not only just super blessed to be here, but to follow a team and and be part of a broadcast crew that's following such an exciting team that's in the mix, that is active in the off season, that's making moves during the season, that has true World Series aspirations. It's really a blessing. So I had a wonderful first season, learned a lot, and now I won't be rushing kind of into things in my second year, so I'm even more excited about that.
All right, obviously the winter meetings, the big question is, if you could sign one free agent, you or AJ Preller, who are you signing?
I would say it's one of these shortstops. I mean, if you have the ability to acquire a Trey Turner, acquire a Xander Bogaerts, I think it's extremely exciting if they can do it. How all the pieces fit together, obviously, what other moves might be made is interesting, but when you have the ability to acquire talent like that, I think you make it work. And if it means shuffling some pieces around. Now, even if they don't acquire one of those guys, and I think initially it was kind of a surprise to all of us that they were that deep into conversations with somebody like a Trey Turner as it's being reported. But even if that doesn't come to fruition, there's still a lot of needs they have and different options they have to fill those needs. So whether it be in the starting rotation with guys like Chris Bassett, guys like a Taiwan Walker, that tier of pitcher, if it's not a Carlos Rodon, maybe a Kodai Senga, who obviously they've met with. So look, I think I'd be shocked, and I think we all would, if they don't make some moves and sign some guys. Is it going to be a big-time shortstop? Who knows? But they have needs, and AJ Preller typically gets very creative in the ways he acquires talent and makes this as competitive a team as possible. So I'm really intrigued. Back to your original question, I know that was rambling. I guess a shortstop would be just because of the talent level, and you can figure everything else out. But I think there's a lot of good options out there in a number of different ways as well.
Last question. As an announcer, kind of like a player spending a lot of time in the booth. What's your go-to pre-announcing meal?
Well, that's a great question. Well, it's really what's ever in the press box. So, I should say this. When I was in the minor leagues, I would eat before the game. So normally whatever was in the press box, or if they give me a meal voucher for something in the stadium. Doing pre and post game, it's a little bit different because I go on so early. So I typically don't eat before. I actually typically eat during the game. So that's either in the press box, but people have seen me go downstairs in Petco Park and get food, and I'll go down there. So it's tough. I mean, at Petco, I love the tri-tip nachos. Hodads I've had. I go to the acai bowl place. You name it. I've tried a lot of it. So there's not one big answer. It kind of depends the mood I'm in. But I try to go light. I try to go light food, not get too full of a stomach before I have to go on air and during the game. You don't want to get tired because these games sometimes go 4+ hours. So.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah,
I
no
appreciate
problem.
it.
My pleasure. Thank you.